Hey everyone, Skull902 back here for part 9 of Super Mario World. And now we're going to be going through the secrets and finding our way out of the Forest of Illusion. I've got some memories to, recollect here and everything. But that'll be for a little later. Before then, I do want to make some corrections to some of the stuff that I said in previous parts. Like when I was talking about Luigi in the last part. The first thing I want to mention is his first depiction of like the modern sort of, cowardly personality that he has was not with like the Deke cartoons, which I guess popularized it. Rather, it was the commercial for the 2600 and 7800 ports of Mario Bros, the arcade game. Where, like, he's kind of, like, running around searching for Mario. You know, there's, like, a little song. Mario, where are you? You know, and there's, like, all sorts of monsters coming out of the pipes and everything. Just fucking... They're completely and totally after Luigi. They don't give a fuck. You know, if they hurt him or anything. And poor Luigi, man, he's really in a bind. But this is how you get the secret in this level, by the way. There's like a balloon power up here, and you gotta like float your way on over to this teeny little platform and grab the key, put it in the hole. Yeah. So again, I guess the cowardly personality was like popularized by the Deke cartoons, but not necessarily created by them. So that's the first correction. The second one is, I guess it's not so much a correction as it is like... Perhaps there's some more credence to one of the theories that I talked about, like with how the Deke cartoons ended. Because in an interview with Danny Wells, he said that... like, originally, Nintendo really wanted nothing to do with the cartoon. And they had to be, like, convinced like fucking crazy by Deke to even do it. And they were like, okay, but, once the contract ends, it's done. Like, no more. So that leads some credence to the theory that Nintendo sort of revoked the license. But on the other hand... it's kind of a curious one to me, at least anyway, because around the NES and early Super NES times, Nintendo was really lax when it came to licensing the properties. So I really don't know why they would go so far with a Mario cartoon of all things. This was the other like super well hidden secret I was talking about before. Like, a lot of gamers miss out on the 96 exits at first, and it's this one that'll fuck them up. Because you'll see after the bonus game that, like, it opens up the exact same path that I took to get there. So, that could be pretty fucking confusing. But, yeah, that's the secret for the Forest Ghost House. But again, like, Nintendo was just so lax with licensing their stuff back then. It doesn't seem like they would be so averse to a Mario cartoon existing. But you never know, maybe they were. The show never did, in any of its seasons or incarnations or whatever, what have you. It didn't get an airing in Japan. So, there's some more credence to the theory that perhaps Nintendo was just kind of ashamed of it and always has been. But yeah, Jesus, I took some really stupid hits in this level. But, aside from that, like I said, Forest of Illusion, showing you the secrets here, how to get through this, world and mosey your way onto the next one. And it brings me back to a simpler time. I always thought that like one of the greatest things about like pre-internet gaming was, you know, like discovering things for yourself. You know, like say if it were a giant ring in Sonic 3, or you know, one of the exits here in Mario World. Like, you know, that feeling is lost on a lot of new gamers. And I'm not about to say I was like playing this during the original era that it came out, but our access to the internet was fairly limited around the time we were originally playing it. Go through the secret wall, by the way. There's a key in a hole there, and that leads to the blue Switch Palace. Again, no item with the blocks, but it makes the game a little easier. I don't think I even attempted with this, or if I did, then I fucked it up. Yeah, I fucked it up. Oops. But like, my whole point about, just, experiencing stuff and, like, discovering it for yourself without, the use of guides or anything like that, you know, it'd be really cool, like, when one of us, would play a level and, you know, say, when my brother discovered the red Switch Palace, for instance. It wasn't until later on that I forget who even found green and blue, but you know, shit like that. It's fucking cool. It makes you feel like really validated as a player and everything. You know, it's fantastic. What can I say? You know, other than that. And so, like, when I was just fucking around one day, like a few years later, because, you know, again, or I didn't even bring this up. I did in an aborted recording, but it did take us a couple years after, like, my original, my original brother. My older brother got stuck in his original run. But like it took a few years to get out of that point. Not only due to like moving on to other things, like around the time that he originally got stuck, I think we were kind of moving on to other stuff. You know, in like the summer of '02, I think we were trying to make some headway in other Mario games, as opposed to just Mario World. And it was taking us longer because, especially with Lost Levels and Mario 3, like, those games are harder than Mario World. So, you know, we weren't dedicating nearly as much time with it, and especially after we got Star Fox Adventures for the GameCube, we just were not sinking nearly as much time into the Super Nintendo in general after that point. So, you know, with that and the save battery resetting itself multiple times and everything, it took a few years to come back to Mario World and, you know, try to, you know, see what was going on. So, you know, as fate would have it, you know, years later I start up a playthrough of Super Mario World, and I get to World 5, and we're not going to see it until a little bit later on, but in one of the levels, Forest 4, I think it is. You know, or no, it's Forest 3. Jesus, I'm an idiot. You know, I wanted to see which warp pipes I could go down, and it just so happened that there was, you know, the big one near the end. I could go down that one just fine. And there was the key and everything, and then like as soon as the trail went down and I got to the castle, I was like, holy shit! You know, after all these fucking years, I found my way out of the Forest of Illusion, and like that was so awesome. You know, it's like that feeling that I mentioned earlier. It's like kind of validating and whatnot. A little exciting as well to just like, you know, be that young and without... Oh, wow, that was a close call. Luigi, you've just been super lucky in all of my fucking playthroughs here. You keep You keep avoiding death like no one's business. You are a daredevil. In the Skull 902 Let's Play canon, Luigi is a fucking daredevil. But, you know, it's just cool to discover all that sort of stuff without the use of, like, the internet or guides of any kind, you know? It's kind of special in a way. And I know I'm not describing it very well. You shouldn't expect, like, great descriptions of things from me. Just, you know, if you're a new viewer. I'm sure my regular viewers will already be aware of that, but... you know, I just think that that's cool, and I wanted to comment on that. What we're gonna be seeing right here in the fortress, actually, is another example of such a thing. I could take the door there, but you know what? There's a secret past here, and it's pretty hard to get to. You know, they made you really earn this reward, but if you manage to fly across this pit, 9 extra lives. Like, holy fuck, that is awesome. That, you know, they thought to even put this here. Or that, you know, that they gave you such a nice reward for doing so. Like, I really fucking admire that. Such fun, you know, it's just fun to discover all these new things and whatnot. It's a magical time. To do that, and I can't thank the developers of you know, these old video games enough, because it's a very rewarding experience in order to, like, do that. Holy shit, I was almost running out of time. But as a reward for beating the fortress, Star Road again. Maybe later. Maybe later. So, yeah, you know, I keep repeating myself, but, and it is Forest 3. God, I'm a moron. Just one final time, a very, like, nice feeling to discover new things. And I'm sure that there are other LPers out there who can put that in much nicer words than myself. But yeah, now that we're, like, just about finishing up here with the Forest of Illusion, you're gonna want to go through this level like, just about the way that you would normally. Again, like, the secret exit is very close to the end, so, you know. But, like... The Forest of Illusion, just in general, if I could give my general overall thoughts on the world before we exit this this motherfucker. Oh, jeez. See, being a daredevil doesn't always have rewards, Luigi. You gotta be more careful than that. You gotta be like your game personality, your canon personality, I should say. It's this pipe right here. But the Forest of Illusion, it's a pretty good world. It's one of my favorites in the game, actually, because we get some nice levels that, you know, are a little more challenging than your standard fare. But the ghost house in particular, I think, is my favorite ghost house in the game. And whatnot. It's also a nice little point... If you're having some trouble, because I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you can exit a level at any time by using start and select, and you keep your power-ups by doing so. That is the power-up that you currently have, as well as the one in your reserve. So if you have top secret area, but you don't want to keep trekking back there, Forest 2 is a pretty good level to you know, go back to and get yourself a couple of cape feathers. So, you know, I feel like, you know, it's a nice rewarding world, as well. You know, it's pretty fucking cool in that way. So, yeah. Just now on to Roy's castle, and this introduces the sort of platform snake thing. I'm sure it has a proper name, like track or something. But that's just to get you used to it. In the 7th castle, it's going to be a lot more complicated. You know, there's another one in that castle, and it's a bit trickier, and it goes on for much longer too. So, yeah, you got to be aware of where the track is going and everything. This is Roy, and he's basically the same as Morton, but you know, the walls start caving in. So. That's the deal with him. I also just now realized that I think I called the 3rd boss Morton, and he's Lemmy. My little brother said lemon. We gotta beat lemon, not melon. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, like the walls cave in every few seconds or so. Oh no, Luigi. Wow, they're really not respecting you. The castle blows up in your fucking face after the fuse doesn't work, and then they're still calling you Mario? What the fuck? But yeah, so they're changing up the boss strategies now, just to make them a little tougher. You know, you're expecting it to be the exact same thing, but then the game throws that curveball, and I remember that kind of throwing me off when I was a kid, but appreciating it at the same time. You know, again, it was just really cool to discover this this stuff for myself back in the day, and that's about all I can say for the Forest of Illusion and the boss fights and everything. Luigi will get your respect one day, one day for sure. But yeah, that'll do it for this part. In the next part, I'm not only going to be taking on the standard levels of Chocolate Island, but the secrets for it as well. Oh yes, and I look forward to that. So, I'll see you there. I have been Skull902. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.